Hello, everybody. How are you doing? It's Damon with yet another list. And today we always talk in terms of wrestling, how a persona can make a wrestler, can break or break his career. Sometimes it can be for the better, sometimes for the worse. Sometimes a wrestler have to roll in with the punches, and that's fine. Except I've noticed one thing about some of the greatest wrestlers in history. Like you can say about what you want about Hulk Hogan, but the immortal Hulk Hogan, real American Hulk Hogan, you remember that nickname. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Rattlesnake, uh, Red the Hitman Hart, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, the Rock, the Brahma Bull, the Rock. And the Brahma Bull nickname is one of the only alliterative nicknames I actually like. The Rock at Owen Hart, the King of Hearts Owen Hart, Jake the Snake Roberts, Macho Man Randy Savage, the $1 Million Man Teddy Biasi. I'm skipping many other nicknames like the Phenom, the Big Red Machine. All of these, why I think they're important is because in a nickname, a little bit of this, like a little two, three words, or maybe four, they tell you just about the gist of the character. I feel like as much as I was saying in terms of in-ring psychology, people talk about this, but I think people are thinking in terms of simplest term. I think wrestling is not as good as it used to be because in simplest term, the nicknames are not as good as it used to be. I mean, I think personally that's one art that we lost. That's lost. Nature Boy is good. Like I said, next big thing or the Beast Incarnate is good. But it's like it seems like to be the wrestlers that came before and the Viper, the Apex Predator. Yeah, they're still wrestling Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, but they're still from yesteryears. And boy, does that date me or anybody else watching there. I mean, there's a reason why, because you already knew what you were expecting. It's like from the get-go, you heard that nickname. It's like, oh, that means something. But just a great nickname can add to a character, add layer. It not just tells you about everything about the character, but also shows meaning behind this. For instance, I talk about Bret the Hitman Hart. Hitman, what is implied? Precision. His character, basically in the arena, his in-ring work, it was taking down a body part and using it to win the match. Top in-ring psychology. Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, it's not just about breaking the hearts of ladies, it's also breaking the hearts of his partner, of Mario Jannetty. That's how he turned heel. And it's also he's trying to basically Heartbreak Kid also tries to outshow everybody, basically show up everybody and outperform anybody. Stone Cold Steve Austin, a guy who's gonna go through anybody else like a mercenary and with no compassion, no hesitation, no feeling. You'll be ice cold, basically. Things like that that meant something. Jake the Snake Roberts, a guy who basically, he can be a snake, but basically he's a guy you're not supposed to trust. Just like his theme song, his old theme song said, trust me. It's like, don't trust a snake. You're not supposed to trust a snake. But he could basically make you lull into a false sense of security, and boom, he nails the DDT on you. That's the art of nicknames I feel is lost nowadays. Very few are good. And some that are good, they're not great. Like I like CM Punk, but to be honest with you, Voice of the Voices, I always thought was kind of ridiculous as a nickname. A guy like this shouldn't care about that character. So, uh, what I do, like I actually like the best in the world nickname. I do, but again, it's not the Voice of the Voices. But now, today, I want to talk about the worst nicknames, in my opinion. And despite what many people could think, most of it is WWE related because AEW they're low on nicknames, and that's fine. Not everybody needs a nickname, but I feel like the top 20 that could be meant as being bad often comes from the same period in WWE's, and you're gonna see a little pattern there, okay? And I'll say there's dishonorable mention about the Vigilante Sting because they couldn't call him the Icon Sting. They couldn't call him anything else. No, they'd call him basically the Vigilante Sting, which doesn't have a ring on it. But it's not that bad because everybody knew who Sting was. So that's why it's dishonorable mention. To me, it's not that bad. But the number 20, because we're going to do the top 20 list of worst nicknames. The first one, number 20, is the one Billy Gunn. The one of what? It always made me laugh that he came from being Mr. Ass to the one Billy Gunn. At least with Mr. Ass, it felt like it was comfortable. Billy Gunn was comfortable, had charisma. The moment he became the one, it's like forgot all of that. Me and my friends used to call him, hey, we should basically mix D from from the one and Ass from Mr. Ass, call him the Ass Billy Gunn. Or whatever, call him Mr. Potential. I don't know. But it's just I felt like they were overly pushing the guy, and it's like it worked in spurts with this guy, but Billy Gunn is not a main eventer. He's not even a great IC champion. Like it's a thing of he was good in tag teams and maybe a little bit of a little maybe third match on the card of a US of a mid card third match on the show, a singles match, but not main show, not the main event, not the pseudo main event or near the main event in terms of SummerSlam 999, not anywhere near that, not King of the Ring also. But and it's not basically any slight towards Billy Gunn because he's an excellent athlete that at 63, 65 years old is in damn good shape. And the fact he's gotten so many tag titles with many partners says a lot about his utility as a tag team player. He's one of the greatest tag team wrestlers ever, and I think he should be appreciated even more as a tag team wrestler. But still, the one Billy Gunn was not a great nickname. It was not a good gimmick, but the theme song's hilarious. It just reminds me of an 80s sitcom. But that's it. Number 19, it comes from that period of the 2010s. Irresistible Force from Nia Jax. Like it's like the unirresistible was the unmovable object versus the irresistible force, or but it's like in this case they tried to basically mix both words, unresistible force, like saying she's pretty and she's a force, and it's like what? What the hell is that? Like, what are you trying to do for a character? Her character isn't supposed to be caring about if she's pretty for somebody else. She's supposed to maul people over. I really like Nia Jax now because finally I think she and the baby figured out what her character's supposed to be. So yeah, but Irresistible Force, horrible nickname. Number 18, guess what? It's gonna go fast by. It's gonna go by really fast. The All-American American, Jack Swagger. Okay, Jack Swagger honestly sucked, and the moment he won Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 26 by laying on the ladder for like 70 hours, I'm surprised basically Bobby Heenan did not say by the time he unlocks basically the briefcase, it'll be time for WrestleMania 38. But it's the fact that there's nothing there, this guy. And he complains about AEW hiring him. He was the last Lucha Underground champion. He was pushed in WWE, and it's like, what? Not only was he pushed over Christian, who should have won that match, or Kofi Kingston, he got pushed, and his nickname, All-American American, it's what you would name a joke character. It is. It's a joke character nickname. I mean, that's a joke from Dodgeball. The American Dodgeball Association of America. That's what it is. And it's like, you can't be main eventer there. It stunts the guy's growth. Even if he's not that great, it's like it stunts even more. You can't be world champion in a credible one with the All-American American gimmick. But that's it. That's number 18. Number 17 is one hilarious. It's from WCW, the Mecca of Manhood, Sean Stasiak. What's the Mecca of Manhood? What made him so much of a Mecca of Manhood? Because he lost lots of matches. When he lost basically within the natural born trailers, he lost a lot of matches, and all of a sudden he's a Mecca of Manhood. Please, that was hilarious. Number 16 is cheating a little bit, but any alliterative nicknames that depends on a guy's location or birthplace. For example, the Moscow Mauler for Vladimir Vladimir Kozlov, Bulgarian Brute for Rusev, Milan Miracle for Santino Marella. I thought was always lazy, or even was a Cape Town Darewolf for Justin Gabriel. Like, what the hell does that even mean? I always thought those are super lazy. It's like, and again, they come in from the 2010 periods because they have something common with number 15. We all love Bray Wyatt, R.I.P. I loved him as the Fiend, and I thought the WB, quite frankly, if they had to put him as champion, he shouldn't have been pinned. Not even he should have lost the title in a multi-man match without getting pinned, which is what I always advocated for. I thought that if Goldberg has to win a Super Showdown in 2020, have him win by in a multi-man match when there's King Corbin who can take the fall. I love the field. I like the Fiend. I love the Eater of Worlds, but to be honest with you, his character was basically became diluted with time and always getting pinned, so you took him way less seriously. But when he came in as Husky Harris, Matt Striker really knows how to create bad nicknames because he said, "Here's the Army tank with a Ferrari engine." Look, I like Mike's. I like I like Matt Striker as a commentator, but the guy should never ever try to create another nickname again. Hell, I'll say this: I want Vince McMahon in his free time that he has plenty now that he has plenty. I want him every day to call him to say he's firing Matt Striker. For Matt Striker to say, "I'm no longer working for you," and Vince say, "Good, because you're fired." And he does it every day because he's so bad at making nicknames. It's like, dude, it feels like you're creating a nickname out of nowhere without anybody's, approbation, without anybody's approval. You just make it up stuff as you go along. It's like maybe that's the reason why you rubbed off people in the wrong way there. But it's like that's a horrible nickname. Army Tank with a Ferrari origin. What the hell does that mean? Like, it doesn't even stand the Army Tank with a Ferrari engine. An Army tank basically with a Ferrari engine basically will basically be about all of speed, but it'd be so much speed, but it would actually cause an army tank to just, you know, to short circuit because it'd be too fast for a tank. It doesn't even make sense logically. I don't know. It's like already there. I'm just discouraged how Matt Striker thought it would be a good idea that hey, I can contribute to wrestling with great dumbass nicknames, which is what it is, a dumbass nickname. Nobody ever told him, hey, you know what? You know what? Stop it. Just compliment my character. I'll come up with a nickname. But that's number 15. Again, one of the first of Matt Striker's nicknames. Number 14 is a warning to people. Never, never put your nickname based on a place or card that you're at your best you are. Because once you're not there anymore, it looks ridiculous. Case in point, main event Jey Uso, I think main event Chuck Palumbo. Chuck Palumbo was hilarious in 2000 without knowing he was hilarious. We always joke, basically, friends in college, basically making fun of when it's going to be the Chuck Palumbo's turn to be on this cover of Wheaties. When it's going to come out? Because he was pushed out of nowhere, and all of a sudden, I think he had a fake out win over Booker T for the world title until the decision was reversed. Like, where did that push come from? And who the hell was it, Palumbo? Like, basically, I was thinking, yeah, Palumbo at this point. But for main event Jey Uso, it's like for a main eventer, a guy who calls himself main eventer, who until his world title reign happened to lose just about every main event match that he's in. That's a good thing. I mean, I don't think a team, football team, call themselves the Super Bowl team. If they keep going to finals, they keep losing. After a while, it becomes embarrassing. You have to be in the main event. You have to be constantly in the main event. And you have to win. Even the Rumble. Yeah, he won the main event. How many main event pay-per-views did he have afterwards where he won? And are not tag teams. Yeah, prove my point. And people complain about Jey Uso in the ring. He's not that good. Let's be honest. It's Road Dogg. It's basically Road Dogg as world champion and realize that, hey, Road Dogg was great as IC champion, as tag champion. Maybe keep him there. And now they have an angle that basically, hey, he's going back with Jimmy I don't mind the angle, though I would have made him lose because he lost in the semifinals to LA Knight. He lost a world title match with CM Punk when the title was vacated. He should have lost an IC title match against Dominic before that happened. And so basically, it'd be like four losses. And it's like, okay, I'll, and with the War Game, four loss with War Games, and basically, he'd be forced into, okay, I feel like it's necessary that I reunite my brother. But main event Jey Uso, any person got himself a main event, you better make sure you're going to be remaining in the main event. Shawn Michaels never bothered calling himself the main eventer until he was deep into 1997 when he knew he was going to stay in the main event. If you're not going to be that, don't do that. Number 13. Sorry, number 13. Oh, yeah. Another Matt Striker special. Matt Striker really is a death rebel in terms of nicknames. He used to call Kofi Kingston the Dreadlock Dynamo. What the hell? Are you trying to kill off Kofi Kingston's credibility right away? I don't blame just Randy Orton. I blame you. Damn it. Now let's go to number 12. Jeff Hardy, the Legend Thriller. When he was feuding with Randy Orton in 2008, that everybody thought that at Royal Rumble 2008, when he was the IC champion, that maybe he should win the WWE Championship over Randy Orton. He decided to counter Randy Orton. He's calling himself the Legend Killer. I'm going to call myself the Legend Thriller. What does that mean? If anything, it sounds very suspicious, calling something a Legend Thriller. Are you trilling some legends? Like charismatic Enigma at least fits him. It's pretentious, but no way it's like the artsy-tartsy kind of nicknames. But Legend Thriller applies for one feud, and that's it. That's stupid. Number 11, the lunatic fringe Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose has been very massively overrated, even as Jon Moxley has been exposed over the last years. I mean, as quite frankly, well below talented, much less talented than what he appeared to be or what he thinks he is. I don't care if he finds that out. That's basically what it is. If you rely completely on blood, on gimmicks, after you had good promos maybe in the beginning of your career, and everybody was saying the next Roddy Piper, oh, he resembled Heath Ledger's Joker. It's like, dude, you owe apologies to these two guys, to Heath Ledger and to Roddy Piper, because this guy ain't it. He never been it, and Mick Foley's right to not sacrifice retirement for this guy. He's average at best. And when people don't go along for his trickery and his hardcore jackassery, he phones it in. And WWE found that out, and that's the reason why it was a pre-show at WrestleMania 33. And the lunatic fringe to me makes me seem like a guy who is on the fringe of lunacy. Okay, it makes it seem like a guy actually could be dangerous, but serious. He was dangerous, but wacky, goofy Dean Ambrose. What the hell, man? Speaking as 11, number 10. He's not the only person in the Shield having bad nicknames. Number 10, the big dog, Roman Reigns. The big dog. I mean, what, the British Bulldog? With the Junkyard Dog? With the Pit Bulls? Let's have the big dog. I mean, it's not basically like there was the biggest dog of your yard was the Undertaker. No, we have to add another dumbass nickname. And that's the reason why Tribal Chief is so much better for his character than at the table, because Big Dog, oh my God, they tried to put him as a face as Big Dog, like woof woof. And I remember PWI, one of the greatest things they've ever done was having a picture of Roman Reigns but drawn as in the Poochie the dog from the Itchy Scratchy cartoon. That made me laugh because that's what he became. He was the Poochie. He was the Poochie of the WWE. And that's the reason why he wasn't taken seriously as a face. But that's number 10. Number 9, the Wildcat nicknames. Again, Kofi Kingston repeats, but Keith Lee. What? Wait a minute. Sorry. Wildcat, Kofi Kingston, Bearcat was Keith Lee. One way or another, cats, you can love cats whatever you want, but they're not going to become popular there. They're not going to become big names because of that nickname. Anyway, Eight is another Matt Striker special, The Sinister Scotsman for Drew McIntyre in 2010 or 2011. Would ever decide Matt Striker is allowed to decide what nicknames are? How to be fired every day and shot out of a cannon. Or better yet, getting fired in midst of being shot out of a cannon by Vince McMahon and Triple H. Because God, that's horrible. Number seven, Booger Red, The Undertaker. The Undertaker, he has great nicknames. He has basically the Lord of Darkness, the Phenom, the Dead Man. Booger Red? Like, if, even if you say, oh, it was an American Badass game. Okay, it was American Badass. I get it, that one. Booger Red? Because he has naturally red hair, and for that time during his American Badass, when dye his hair, there's red, his natural color. I just think when I think of that nickname, I think of somebody who doesn't take care of themselves. It's just gross. And again, talk about it. He's not. I'm just going to pick on the Undertaker. Not just one brought out destruction. Number six, Kane with the Devil's Favorite Demon. Talk about a wordy nickname that means nothing. I prefer the Big Red Machine. That said everything about Kane. That thing, everything. It's like a guy who never stops, like a Terminator until he gets his target. And that was portrayed at first. But the Devil's Favorite Demon, it's like, let's make it wordy. Let's make it because Kane, Glenn Jacob has a bachelor's degree in English literature in real life. Let's make it as wordy as possible, but it makes no sense. It doesn't apply to this character, Devil's Favorite Demon. It makes it seem like he's a tool. Whereas Big Red Machine seems like Kane destroyed on purpose, basically in due to himself, him doing the designs of his destructions, not everybody else. Whereas Devil's Favorite Demon means he's a follower, he's a puppet. So yeah, they went from great nicknames, the Brothers Destruction, to bad nicknames. And now we'll go to number five. Number five, the underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn. Are you trying to kill Sami Zayn? Are you seriously? Were you trying to kill him during that time in WWE? Nobody's gonna catch eat with this nickname. It just makes it sound like you put no trust, no faith in this. So yeah, I will put there. Uh, that's for number. That's number five. All right. Oh yeah. Sorry. Anybody. The next one is anybody. You can love AEW, WWE, but let's be honest, the Trust Busters. That's the worst nickname for a faction ever. Oh, they bust your trust. Like we ever want them to trust them. What the hell is a Trust Buster anyway? Where's a Trust Buster? Do they bust some trust? Or even the Dude Busters in the WWE? Like, when I hear this, I just think, dude, you think it sounds so cool because you probably portrayed that in No Mercy, but in real life, it sounds dumb as hell. It makes the crowd feel like dumb as hell because how can we push this guy? How can we love him? Yay! They bust the trust. How can you go further with this? You cannot be further than basically, you know what, a mid-card comedy tag team. Nobody's say, yeah, the Trustbusters are in the main event. They're gonna say, you know what? If the Trustbusters are in the main event, I quit. So yeah, that's number four. Number three, uh, I'm gonna. What is number three? Mm, 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 mm. Uh, I think it's Carmella with Staten Island Princess. I always seen Princess. There's something about her name that just can just say that she's like she pretends to be a princess, but she always came up as entitled and judging by what we knew about her, she was pretty much Leah Van Ale, seemed to be very entitled as well. So I really didn't like that nickname, but I feel like I placed it way too high for what it's supposed to be. Number two, The ordinary man doing extraordinary things, Finn Balor when he's a face. Good God. And you wonder why he didn't catch on. Like the demon Finn Balor, that's good. The prince Finn Balor, that's good. Extraordinary man making extraordinary things, like, and you wonder why he's not over? He might be lost in a fiddle right now because of Judgment Day, but let's be honest. There's a good chance if it wasn't for Judgment Day, the guy would have been released a long time ago. Maybe he realizes that. Maybe Finn Balor realizes this. Not everybody can be world champion, and he's not a world champion caliber athlete. He does have the skills, but doesn't have basically the know-how. His promos are just adequate at best, if not downright cringy. So he gets around, but not that. But he wouldn't be world champion for long. But that's number two. Number one, what could it be? What's the common link in this one? Oh yeah, a Matt Striker special. There's no more Matt Striker special than the Poison Fist of the Pacific Rim for Yoshitatsu. What the hell does that even mean? Like seriously, Matt Striker, go home. Go home. Don't bother doing this. Every time people say you should be fine every time you do or create a nickname. It's so bad. And so bad I don't want to explain myself. I'm gonna end this video early. So let me know what you think. What do you think are the worst nicknames in wrestling history? Let me know. I'm out.